What happens when a man who wants to find charm, mystery, and elegance on television suddenly vanishes from the spotlight? What if the actor who made millions fall in love with him lived a life far more complicated than the characters he portrayed? Today, we uncover the story of Michael Nader, the man behind Dex Dexter, Dimitri Marick, and Kevin Thompson, a story of stardom, shadows, and an ending that left fans heartbroken. Michael Nader wasn't just another TV actor. He was a man whose mere presence could light up a scene. Whether it was the primetime glamour Dynasty or the emotional intensity of All My Children, Nader created characters that felt larger than life, yet painfully real. But his journey wasn't just about fame and success. It was also about struggles, second chances, and the painful reality of being human. Born on February 19, 1945, in St. Louis, Missouri, Michael Nader grew up in a post-war America where Hollywood dreams felt both distant and magnetic. But destiny had its eye on him. By the 1970s, he had already entered the world of soap operas, portraying Kevin Thompson on As the World Turns. His performances stood out, not because of flashy theatrics, but because he had something rare, an aura. That quality would soon propel him into one of the biggest roles of his career. In 1983, everything changed. Michael Nader stepped into the glittering, dramatic world of Dynasty. His character, Dex Dexter, was suave, mysterious, and irresistibly charming, a perfect match to the show's queen, Alexis Carrington, played by Joan Collins. Together, they became one of television's most unforgettable power couples. Fans adore their chemistry. Every glance, every line, every twist in their relationship kept millions glued to their screens. For many, Michael wasn't just an actor. He was Dex Dexter. But behind the cameras, life was far less glamorous. Fame brought pressure. Success came with temptations. And Michael, like many stars of his time, found himself fighting battles the public never saw. By the early 1990s, Nader reinvented himself once again. This time as Dimitri Marick on All My Children. He wasn't just another soap opera character. Dimitri was magnetic, aristocratic, and vulnerable all at once. Fans connected deeply with him, and Michael became a daytime television icon. For nearly a decade, he carried storylines that defined an era. In 2013, when he briefly returned to reprise Dimitri, longtime fans were overjoyed. It felt like seeing an old friend again. Someone had grown up watching. Someone who had shaped their afternoons and evenings for years. But Michael's real life wasn't as scripted as the roles he played. Behind the fame were years of personal battles, struggles with addiction, and career setbacks that often overshadowed his immense talent. He was a man caught between the glory of who he was on screen and the reality of his private demons. It's easy to remember Michael as the polished, confident Dex or Dimitri, but off-screen, he was someone who stumbled, fell, and tried to rise again. That human vulnerability made his story both tragic and profoundly relatable. In his later years, Michael lived a quieter life away from the blinding lights of Hollywood. And on August 23, 2021, the world lost him. He passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind not just roles, but memories etched into the hearts of millions of fans. His death felt like the closing of a chapter in television history, a reminder that even legends are mortal. But here's the twist. Michael Nader never truly left us. Every rerun of Dynasty, every clip of All My Children, every photograph of him smiling on set, they keep his legacy alive. His work continues to inspire, comfort, and entertain. For fans who adored him, Michael isn't gone. He simply lives on in a different form, immortalized in stories and memories. Michael Nader's life teaches us that behind every glamorous star is a deeply human story, full of victories, struggles, and unforgettable moments. If a performance has touched your life, take a moment to honor him today. And if you'd like to keep remembering legends who shaped our world, don't forget to subscribe, because stories like Michael's deserve to live on forever.